Ever wondered about the secrets of Bitcoin? Well, buckle up because we're about to dive into the 25 most surprising facts about this digital gold. We all know Bitcoin, right? The decentralized cryptocurrency that's been shaking up the global economy and making headlines. But there's so much more to this digital currency than meets the eye. So are you ready to have your mind blown with some Bitcoin facts? Let's start at number 25. Starting off at number 25, we delve into the early days of Bitcoin. It was first introduced to the world in a white paper published by an anonymous person or perhaps a group of people under the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto. This mysterious entity disappeared from the public eye in 2010, leaving behind only their revolutionary creation. At number 24, we have a fact that might surprise some of you. The first ever Bitcoin transaction took place between Nakamoto and a man named Hal Finney. Finney, a developer and cryptographic activist, received 10 Bitcoins from Nakamoto in January 2009. This marked the beginning of Bitcoin's journey in the real world. Coming in at number 23, we uncover the first tangible item ever bought with Bitcoin. In May 2010, a programmer named Laszlo Hanyecz made Bitcoin history by buying 2 Papa John's pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoins. Back then, Bitcoin was practically worthless. Today, those pizzas would be worth a staggering amount. Fact number 22 takes us back to the mystery of Nakamoto. Despite numerous investigations and claims over the years, the true identity of Bitcoin's creator remains unknown. This anonymity has sparked endless debates and theories, adding to the allure of Bitcoin. Our 21st fact is about Bitcoin's supply limit. Unlike traditional currencies, Bitcoin has a finite supply. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins in existence. This scarcity is one of the reasons why Bitcoin is often compared to gold. And finally, at number 20, we have the Genesis block, or Block 0. This is the first block of the Bitcoin blockchain, mined by Nakamoto in 2009. It contains a hidden message that reads, "The time 03 Jan 2009 Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks." Many interpret this as a comment on the instability of the traditional banking system, and that's just the beginning. Moving on to fact number 19. Fact number 19, did you know that Bitcoin is mathematically intricate? Yes, it's not just digital money, it's a complex mathematical marvel. At its core is the blockchain, a public ledger containing all transaction data from anyone who uses Bitcoin. Transactions are gathered into blocks, which is turned into a complex math problem. Miners or members of the general public are then invited to solve it. Whoever solves the problem first is rewarded in Bitcoin. This process is known as mining. Moving on to fact number 18, the world of Bitcoin is not infinite. Unlike traditional currencies where governments can print money as they see fit, Bitcoin has a finite supply. The total number of Bitcoins that will ever exist is capped at 21 million. This is because the creators of Bitcoin wanted to create a currency that would not be subject to inflation. They believed that by limiting the supply, the value of each Bitcoin would increase over time rather than decrease. Fact 17 dives into a more somber reality. Of the 21 million Bitcoins that can be mined, it's estimated that nearly 4 million have been lost forever. This loss can occur when Bitcoin owners lose their private keys or pass away without leaving their digital wallet information to anyone. In a way, every lost Bitcoin makes the remaining ones even more valuable. On to fact 16, Bitcoin's finite supply and the loss of coins have led to a phenomenon known as Bitcoin halving. Approximately every 4 years, the reward for mining a block is halved. This ensures that the last Bitcoin won't be mined until around the year 2140. It's one of the ways that the Bitcoin system ensures its longevity. And finally, fact number 15 highlights that Bitcoin transactions aren't as anonymous as you might think. While identities aren't publicly disclosed, all transaction data is recorded in the blockchain. With enough determination, someone could trace back transactions to find the original source. Stay tuned for more amazing facts as we move to number 14. Moving swiftly to fact number 14, let's talk about Bitcoin's energy consumption. You've probably heard the criticism that Bitcoin mining uses more electricity than some entire countries. While that's true, it's important to remember that this is a feature, not a bug, of the system. This energy consumption is necessary to maintain the security and decentralization of the Bitcoin network. Think about it, the world's most powerful computer network is powered by the same energy as a single medium-sized country. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? Now on to fact number 13. Increasingly, companies are turning to Bitcoin as a way to bolster their balance sheets and hedge against inflation. Tech giant Tesla made headlines in early 2021 when it purchased $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. Since then, many other companies have followed suit, including the software company MicroStrategy and the payment platform Square. This trend shows that Bitcoin is not just a speculative asset, but is also being used as a store of value by some of the world's largest companies. Fact number 12 shifts our attention to the philanthropic side of Bitcoin. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have opened up new avenues for charitable giving. Nonprofits like the Water Project, Save the Children, and the Internet Archive all accept donations in Bitcoin. This allows donors to contribute directly to these organizations without the need for a middleman, like a bank or a payment processor. Moving on to fact number 11, Bitcoin's role in charitable donations doesn't stop there. The Pineapple Fund, established by an anonymous Bitcoin millionaire, donated 5,057 Bitcoins to 60 charities in 2017. That's over $60 million at today's prices. Bitcoin's rise has indeed created a new generation of philanthropists. We're down to fact number 10. It's a fun one. The first real-world transaction involving Bitcoin was for 2 pizzas. In 2010, Laszlo Hanyecz paid 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 Papa John's pizzas. This transaction, known as Bitcoin Pizza Day, is celebrated every year on May 22nd. We're halfway through, let's dive into the top 10. Cracking our top 10 at number 9 is a fact about Bitcoin's notorious volatility. You see, Bitcoin's price can swing wildly in a matter of hours. It's not uncommon for Bitcoin to witness double-digit percentage movements within a single day, making it a high-risk, high-reward asset. This volatility stems from its relatively small market size and the speculative nature of cryptocurrency markets. Sliding into number 8, let's talk about how Bitcoin compares to traditional assets. Bitcoin is often referred to as digital gold due to its finite supply and potential as a hedge against inflation. However, unlike gold or stocks, Bitcoin's value doesn't stem from physical properties or company performance. Instead, it is purely driven by supply and demand dynamics in the market. For our 7th fact, let's delve into the pseudonymous nature of Bitcoin. Unlike common belief, Bitcoin is not entirely anonymous. Instead, it's pseudonymous. This means that while Bitcoin addresses and transactions are publicly available on the blockchain, they are not directly linked to users' identities. However, with enough effort and technical know-how, it's possible to trace back transactions to real-world identities. Fact number 6 brings us to the concept of hodling. This term originated from a misspelled forum post in 2013 and has since become a mantra in the Bitcoin community. Hodling means holding on to Bitcoin long-term, regardless of price fluctuations. It's based on the belief that Bitcoin's value will increase significantly in the future, even if it goes through periods of volatility. Finally, at number 5, we have the fact that Bitcoin transactions are irreversible. Once a Bitcoin transaction has been confirmed, it cannot be reversed. This is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it prevents chargebacks and fraud. On the other hand, it means that if you send Bitcoin to the wrong address, there's no way to get it back. And now for the final stretch, the top 4 facts about Bitcoin. At number 4, you'll be surprised to know that Bitcoin isn't just earthbound. Yes, you heard it right. Bitcoin has made it to space. In the year 2022, a Bitcoin transaction was officially completed from the International Space Station. It's not only a giant leap for mankind, but also a giant leap for cryptocurrencies. Moving on to our 3rd fact, Bitcoin's energy consumption is often compared to that of some countries. However, what you may not know is that if Bitcoin were a country, it would rank in the top 30 highest GDPs worldwide. That's right, Bitcoin's market cap surpasses the GDP of many established countries. Talk about economic power. Second on our list is a fact about the mysterious creator of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto. Despite the numerous theories and claims, Satoshi's true identity remains unknown. However, the wealth of Satoshi is no mystery. If all the bitcoins believed to be owned by Satoshi were converted today, they would be worth over $20 billion. That's billion with a B, and there you have it. The number one most surprising fact about Bitcoin is that the majority of Bitcoins are not used for transactions at all. In fact, it's estimated that over 60% of all Bitcoins have never even been spent. They're held as a store of value, much like gold, and there you have it, the number one most surprising fact about Bitcoin. So those were the 25 most surprising facts about Bitcoin. We've unraveled the mysterious origins, the incredible energy consumption, and the volatile, unpredictable nature of its value. We've explored its use in space, the lost fortunes due to forgotten passwords, and even the surprising number of pizzas you could buy with 10,000 Bitcoins back in the day. Thanks for joining this deep dive into Bitcoin. Keep exploring and keep innovating. Until next time, stay curious.